Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Chad with CD Shave, and thank you very much for joining me for today's head shave and a product profiling and review. As I discussed in some of my other videos, I do tend to do more of a review now as opposed to just a profiling, just to kind of give my 2 cents and see what, and tell you all what I think of the particular product. So, before we get into that, let's get into the shave of the day. Today's shave, I'm sorry, not shave of the day, holiday of the day. Today's holiday of the day is National Safety Razor Day. I saw that listed today, and I thought, there's no way I'm not doing a video. And plus, I got a soap and a splash from a company that I've never tried before, so I'm pretty eager to give them a shot. Now, you may notice background's a little bit different. Some of my other videos, live videos and so on and so forth, you've seen it here. I like to shave in my kitchen. It's a lot more room in here, especially if I've got the kids banished to the basement because today is a snow day where they're watching a movie and I can do my video. So anyway, let's get right into what we're doing. Holiday of the day, National Safety Razor Day. Soap of the day is Storybook Soapworks. This company seems to have gotten a lot of traction and a lot of respect since I started wet shaving about 4 or 5 years ago. This is one of the soap companies I don't believe was around. At least they didn't have as much traction as they do now, and they seem to be doing pretty well. So I've always wanted to kind of give them a shot, and I now have a soap and an aftershave from them that I would like to do so with. So before we get into that, though, let's get into the rest of the gear for the shave. We have our brush soaking in our occupation mug here, and the brush of the day is EB Latheworks. This is the Lux Knot. It's a Badger Knot. It's a super high density, so we're going to give that a shot. Put that back in the water and see how that does with this soap. Razor for the mowing of the head. We've got the Yaqi, make sure that's right, the Yaqi Beast Head on top of a Maggard Razor's handle. This is actually one of my favorite head shavers right now. It works well. It took a lot to get used to because that Beast head is extremely aggressive, but seems to be doing well for me. Now, as far as after the shave is concerned, we're only going to be doing the aftershave today. We're not going to be putting any witch hazel or anything on our head at all. Just going for the soap and the aftershave so I can kind of get the full effect of what it's like. So that's the gear. That's what we're talking about with this soap right here. So we're going to go ahead and get our stuff situated, load our razor, get ready to load the brush, and in the meantime, take a look at this. A good story will be able to not only take you to a different place, but make you hear it, smell it, and when you close your eyes, even see it. A shave soap can have a scent that, to the right person, can do just that. The smell of the outdoors can take you back to the exploring of your backyard as a kid, maybe hiking trip, or even just remind you of your favorite tree to sit under while pondering some of life's endless riddles. So when I happened upon this shave company whose theme was writings and books, I was intrigued. I thought, not since the pepperoni was placed on top of the pizza for the first time did I encounter such a perfect pairing. Lauren at Storybook Soapworks started his Glendale, Arizona company after he fell down the infamous rabbit hole of wet shaving, and unable to resist his desire to see how things work, his product line consists of shave soaps, aftershaves, and fragrances. Being on the wet shaving scene for a few years now, Lauren has established quite the following and shows no signs of slowing down. This fine example is called Visions and Revisions. It's a tea-scented shave soap with accents that come in lemon and lavender. The tallow-based offering is $16 even for a 4-ounce shave soap that comes in a plastic tub with a screw-top lid and waterproof label, along with the 4 fluid-ounce plastic bottle of aftershave with a screw-top cap and waterproof label, respectively, for $14 of the same scent. These items, as well as others, can be found for sale at StorybookSoapworks.com. The bergamot and orange punches you in the face, but is trailed by the lemon as it all fades quickly into true citrus fashion to make way for the Earl Grey to finish it out. A true tea scent in a fantastic soap base. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We've got our razor loaded with the blade of the day. It's a Persona Red, and this one I think is on its third use for those of you that it matters to. We've got our soap soaked and ready to go. Now the scent off the puck. This is a tea type of scent. It's got a little bit of lemon and lavender in it. And that's exactly what it smells like to me. The scent isn't overly strong at all. I'd say it's probably about a 5 between a 1 and a 10. I like a heavier scent. I think this one would do well with a little bit heavier of a scent to it, but it's not a bad scent by any means. Brush is wet. Look at that. Look at that knot. All right, let's see how she loads. Now this brush doesn't have a ton of backbone, these Lux knots. So when I load using these, I tend to put a little bit of 2 fingers there so I can give it just a tad of backbone, just to kind of force the brush to really dig into the soap that I'm using, unless I'm using a cream, and then I don't seem to have that issue. There we go. Loaded pretty well. As you can see, I barely touched the... Rinse that off a little bit. And as you can see, I barely touched it at all. So there we go. We got that going on. We've got the brush loaded. Let's go for a head lather and we'll see how it lathers. You might have to add a little bit of water to this, but just gonna look in my mirror here. Loading, as far as that's concerned, I didn't have any issues. I mean, you saw it took, what was that, 15, 30 seconds maybe. Add a little bit of water droplets to it. And this is a tallow based soap, as you saw in the profiling. And you can see the link in the description, or I'm sorry, the description below. I've got the ingredients. Okay. All right, well, as far as the lather is concerned, it's okay. It's not the thickest lather I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. But, as you can see, we get some pretty good coverage. First pass with the grain. Well, I have plenty of slickness, initial slickness rather, for the razor to go. No tugging. It's definitely going right along. Just about done here with this first pass. Want to pull the ears so we can get right in there. This razor head is really good for this because it's got such an enormous amount of blade exposure. I mean, getting it into these little areas right here by my ears is almost like using a straight. There. All right. Let's check out the residual slickness. Okay, plenty of residual slickness, which is good. That's one of the biggest things I like in a soap. I tend to find that if a soap lacks in serious residual slickness, that it tends to dry out later on. And there's plenty of, I can feel my head is very, very slick, which is great. So I'm pretty happy with this. So far, residual slickness is definitely there. The scent isn't overly strong, but it is nice. I do like that. When I first started wet shaving, I didn't care for a tea or a type of scent, and there was a few of them on the market, but I have since changed my opinion on that, and this is actually a pretty decent scent. Now, we're ready for our subsequent passes, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Lather right back up and get the shave finished. We'll come back with some final thoughts. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, the shave has been completed. We are at DOP status, dome of perfection. No nicks, cuts, areas of irritation, redness, bumps, nothing. Smooth as glass. And it was a great shave. Can't wait to put that aftershave on there. As far as like I said before, final thoughts on this soap. It is a good soap. Is it a top tier soap? Best thing I've ever used in my life? No. It is. The initial slickness was definitely there, and it was very slick. I thought that the residual slickness was there, which is good because there are some soaps that I've been using lately that just the residual is not there. Folks, if you're making a soap, make sure it's got residual slickness. Now, the lather itself wasn't overly dense. It wasn't the thickest. It just didn't feel like it was a dense lather to me. I'll have to shave with it a couple more times, but that was my initial thoughts on it. And let's face it, folks, if you're going to do a review on something, sometimes it's best to try it a bunch of times before you review it. But other times, I think it is important that you try something first off and review it right off, because the first time you use something, you crack it out of that bar, you get it out of the box, you open it right up and shave with it, that's going to be your first impression. Good, bad, or indifferent. That's going to be it. Wow, the scent is really kind of horrible. Then you're not even going to use it again. Or if you use it again, you're going to get that in your head. So first impressions are very important. My first impression of this soap and this soap company is it's good. It's not bad. It's actually very good. It's not the top tier, best in the world, but it is a good soap. And I would definitely recommend somebody purchasing this. As far as the scent is concerned, my only complaint on that would be a little bit stronger on this. I do like the scent to it. I like how it's not overly lemon. Not a huge citrus person anyway, but I don't like it when the artisans rely on the citrus too much to win people over when they're making a scent. And this is definitely a tea. It's a tea scent. It's a light tea scent. So that would be, and that's really what scents are. When you drink a cup of tea, it tends to be kind of light. It's not overly heavy. But this is shaving soap, not tea. And I kind of wanted this to be a little bit heavier in scent. But that's okay. Performance-wise, I thought it performed pretty well. I didn't get it. Like I said, the razor glided right over my head without any problems at all and no issues. Now, sometimes the aftershave can be a different story. I do get a little bit more punch for the lemon, but again, it dies down really fast. I like it. This is actually what I'm talking about. This is a little bit heavier, the scent, than the soap is, which is fine. Again, it's not a cologne, but it's more heavy in the scent department. This is how heavy I would expect this to be. But that's all right. This works too. Let's Oh, it's like a milky consistency. I didn't expect that. I've noticed that quite a bit on some of the newer aftershaves that people are making out. It's not clear. It's kind of, you know, I can't really show you without it getting everywhere, but it's like a milky. See that right there? It's got like a white consistency. All right, we'll throw a little bit there. Now, as far as my impressions on that is concerned, the lemon definitely dries off, which is fine. I like it. I do like it a lot. That's a really nice, I like that scent. And it's not the heaviest, but for me, when I like a really heavy, I do like a really heavy aftershave, but this is fine. Yeah, I like this quite a bit. And the soap performance I thought was pretty well. So all in all, I do like this soap and I do like the scent, and I would recommend somebody trying it out. Website is easy to navigate. Everything's pretty straightforward. It's right there. They don't have so many choices that you're overwhelmed. They have just enough to keep you intrigued. So check them out. See what you think. If you're interested, give them a shot. But I would be interested to hear if you have tried the soap company, what you think. Comments down below, please. And if you try it later on based on my video and you have thoughts on that, also throw it in the comment section below, or feel free to contact me on Instagram as well. Folks, that is the shave. That is the video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And if you have shaves for the rest of the day, please have great shaves, a great rest of the day, and we'll see you guys and girls in the next video.